Hey, everybody. This is Carlos and Sandy Lee, and you're listening to the Off Your Flosser podcast. We're here to rock your world.
Thanks for listening, everybody. And go floss yourselves.
Thanks, everybody. Now go floss yourself. Hey, what's up? It's Carlos and Sandy Lee, and this is Off Your Flosser
podcast. I don't know. That was unnecessary.
This is May 21st. It's a Tuesday, and this is episode 31. And today, we have a life coach as our guest, Denise Rizk. She just told me how to say her name because I had no clue.
Is that how you say it?
Yes. She said it's like risk with a Z. Rizk.
That's actually kind of cool.
I know, right?
You know?
She said it's, what did she call it? Lebanonian?
Okay, Lebanese.
Yeah.
But I'm Amish, she said.
But she's Amish, yes.
Amish.
Quakertown.
There you go. I know, right? All right, so yeah, I think she's gearing up and she's anxious.
She's ready to go. But she is a life coach, and she's going to tell us about coaching life. I kind of feel like anybody can use a little bit of a pick-me-up, and I feel like the biggest thing that life coaches do is a picker-upper kind of thing. But we'll talk to her and we'll find out.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious.
Maybe, help you change your perspective so you can deal with things. I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, so it is.
Yeah, she's going to let us know.
Oh, did I tell you while this episode is airing on Friday, while it's dropping in the process of being diggity dropped.
Diggity dropped.
Your boy, me, is going to... Well, anyway, last week, I don't know did I tell you I did a fundraiser for the leukemia and lymphoma?
Yes. Yes,
society.
I think that's awesome.
Well, that was being hosted at the Punchline, but which is a comedy club, obviously. And the lady was the host of Atlanta and Company, Christine.
Yeah.
And,
like a TV show.
Right, like a TV show. So I did like 15 minutes, and I guess they liked it and asked me to be on the show.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be on there this Friday, dude.
Hey.
What's Friday?
It's Friday. 24th, I think.
Okay. Yes, the 24th. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, my first time on TV, like, for real. Because the last time I was on TV, it wasn't cool because those handcuffs were kind of tight. You know what I mean?
Oh, snap. So, you were on an episode of Cops?
Bad boys. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
What you gonna... I'm kidding, guys. But, yeah, so...
You need a life coach.
I know, yeah. But I did, and, went from Bad Boys to talk. It's a segment called Real Talk. Real Talk.
Oh, snap.
And basically...
Are you going to be real?
No, I'm going to clown around the whole time.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't you? That's real talk for me.
Well, that's what got me on there was being a jokester. So why would I get serious and...
Class clown.
And talk about serious stuff at that point. So anyway, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah,
so
who needs that?
Yeah, we don't have that kind of time.
That's awesome. So you're going to have to record it. We're going to drop it on YouTube or something, right?
Most definitely, yeah. I'm going to share the link, and you're either going to have to cut me a video or I'm going to record it on my cell phone or something. Yeah. I don't know. We're going to figure it out, but somebody better give me something. Yeah. Because
that's awesome. Mad props.
Thanks, man. I was really excited because I don't know. It's kind of like a landmark, you will, maybe a milestone, if you will, and
turning point.
Yeah.
Or a
jump.
Takeoff.
Whatever.
What? Runway. No.
Launchpad.
Launchpad. Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
So yeah, at worst, it'll be one and done. At best, they might have me back once or twice. So we'll see.
I'm sure they'll have you back.
Either way, I'm going to clown around like it's nobody's business, and we're not going to get anything done.
That's my boy.
There we go. That's how we do it. So let's call Miss Denise and
Denise.
What's her? How do you say her last name again? Rizk.
Rizk.
Okay.
Rizk. With a Z.
Yeah.
Okay. get her up on here.
All right, cool. All right, guys, we'll be right back.
This is episode 31, and we have Denise Rizk. She is a life coach and also, like us, a dental hygienist. Wow. So, Denise, thank you so much for taking part of Off Your Flosser podcast here.
I love it.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. No, it's our pleasure.
So, you are a life coach. And for people who may not know exactly what that means, because the only thing that I know about coaching is, or teaching in general, they say if you can't do, you teach. Is it the same thing for coaching? Like, if you can't do life, do you coach life?
Pretty much. Yeah, I think so.
We're gonna mess with you a little bit. Don't take us too seriously.
That's okay. And I will say this: it's the opposite of a therapist.
Oh, really? In what way? Tell me.
How
tell me.
So people confuse the two a lot, I think, and you'll get a client, and after just a few basic questions, lo and behold, you're like, I really can't work with you. Like, you really need a therapist. And so there's a difference. You don't want to get into medical situations and suicidal situations and stuff like that.
That can be heavy.
Yeah. So coaching is more mentoring, supporting, kind of befriending too, and just being there to almost unravel where people are confused. And people don't see how they show up, but just with some really great questions, you can figure out maybe where they feel they're stuck.
So you kind of help them wade through a little bit of a mess to find the better them.
Yes. the real them. The real them.
Is it more behavioral type stuff?
Some of it is. Yeah. Most of it is mind stuff. It's all the subconscious mind. When we really dig in and think about it, we have total control over ourselves, and most of us think the opposite. And so it's just unraveling, wading through the murky waters, going way back in time, right through the time capsule, and trying to figure out where all of these stories that we tell ourselves are coming from.
Nice.
Yeah. And so when you dig deep enough, you usually can figure it out.
And have you always been in control of your own thing, or did something happen and then you learned how to do it, and then and you learned how to do it, now you teach it? Okay.
Yeah,
she said it's absolutely not.
Yeah. And that's an honest answer. So I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So you've been there. Most of our things come from our own stories, right? We've been there, done that. And so almost always when you're doing something like this or mentoring in any way, it's because you have a story to tell of your own, and you want to share it. You want to make someone else's life a little bit better by helping to assist that along and just making a difference. That's kind of what we're all here for. So
sure.
That's pretty cool. So how did you get your start? Like, what inspired you to start doing this as like a, I don't know, is it a hobby? Is it what do you call it?
So it's actually become a little side business for me, which I didn't really have any intentions on doing that. I started officially life coaching this year as a coach. Up till then, I have always been coached. And I've been coached by many different types of coaches, because there's a lot of different types of coaches. And depending on what you feel your roadblock might be at that time in your life, and you kind of build in layers. So you peel yourself away like an onion. And once you tackle that layer, you're like, okay, I'm cool. I got this. I'm good. You go to the next layer. And as you are doing this, you're growing and you're becoming more confident, and your thermostat rises, and next thing you know, you're up there, and you want other people to come with you or be where you are, but they're just not there yet. So that's when the whole thing was like, wow, there's a lot of people out here that are where I was and have no idea how to get where I am. And so that's when the light bulb went on for the actual, let me see if I could be a coach. And I didn't know if I had it in me, to be honest, but it's going really well. And I've coached some privately on the side. I had to coach my coach through some circumstances randomly.
Yeah.
She gave me a situation that she was in at the time, and I had to coach her through to kind of figure out a solution for her. So once I was able to do that and ring the bell, I, pretty much considered myself a graduate student from coaching and got my certification.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
So what do you tell the people who think that I don't need a life coach? I'm fine. I'll do this on my own. Like, what would you say to that person?
Can some people do it, or does everybody need a coach?
This is what I truly believe. I believe everyone could use a coach, but there are circumstances that as you move along, you obviously are going to retain the information that your coach is giving you, and you organically become a coach of your own to yourself. And then you start using it on your family and your friends and your kids and your mentor or your colleagues and coworkers, your patients. And you're like, wow, this is pretty cool. This stuff works. And so I'm learning a technique right now on it's actually self-coaching, because once you become a coach, you can always go back to your coach and still get mentored. But things become higher level. So as you move along and learn these skills and these techniques, you find your little niche. And so I'm a really good intuitive coach. And I use my intuitions to guide me into a direction that I just instinctively feel is the right way to go. And it works for me every time. And so I didn't realize what kind of coach I was until it was pointed out to me, and then it became obvious. And so that's my go-to. And so I'm really big on that. It's something that's given to us for free, and we fight it. We go against it all the time. We just go against the grain and always try to follow other people instead of going with what you should use as a guide for yourself. It's a personal internal guide that if you just go with it, it's always right.
That kind of brings up something that my sister and I were talking about a long time ago, and she was like, well, and it was something when she was a child, and I said, well, what did your gut tell you? And she was like, well, my gut told me this. And I said, then that's the answer, because especially when you're younger, like, you don't have experience. Your gut is there for a reason. You don't have the experience. You can't make firm decisions based off past experience, blah blah blah. So your gut is there to tell you exactly where you're supposed to go, and you probably need to listen to it.
Yes, always. And that's the thing is we what kind of stories people tell themselves is just unbelievable, really. And I'm thinking, wow, where did
give us an example of a story of something that keeps them back? Is that what you mean?
It's usually always that. So people think they're stuck, but it's really
no matter what I do, I can't lose weight, or I can't save any money, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever the case may be. So it's basically a story that you're telling yourself, and it's always your subconscious mind doing that. And so what I learned to do, and I tell everybody that I coach, your subconscious mind is there for a reason. It's to protect you. And so it's not a bad guy, but it can be. So you have to know that it's there, acknowledge it, recognize it. It's going to appear very often. It's always going to try to make you do the opposite of what you actually can do and who you can be and what you're able to accomplish. And it's, if you talk to it, which sounds kind of strange, you can kind of bring it to life. And so I've given mine a name, and that was suggested because it kind of makes it real. So my subconscious voice or thing or whatever you want to call it, her name is Nagnus. Nagnus. And she is always going to be there. So I have to to just know that she's there to protect me, but I'm a big girl now and I don't need her. And so most of the time you just got to put that to the back seat and take the wheel. And when you do that, you can kind of take over a lot of things that you really didn't realize that you could actually do.
Just so I can get it straight, right?
Nagness. Yes.
Nagness?
Nagness. You know, like nag, like somebody that's a nag.
Okay. And you say she's there to protect you. So basically, it's sort of like, hey, that sounds like that might be a risky thing to do to try for that new job. Let's just stay here where we're nice and comfortable type of thing. Is that what you mean by protecting? Yeah, pretty much so.
It's sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Yeah, it's more most of the time it's there because years ago, it's a built-in system. You know, it's there to protect you from the tiger that's running after you. You know, that stuff doesn't happen anymore. But we hold on to these stories and these things.
Speak for yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was. I'm not trying to steal your thunder, but I live in Atlanta, and I'd say maybe a year, 2 years ago, there was a loose tiger running around. Honest to God, and it jumped the fence and jumped on one of those wiener dogs. Oh, and somehow it was going to eat it, and it kind of slithered away, and the cops showed up, and they actually had to put it down, which is because some idiot left a cage open somewhere. Anyway, this thing got loose.
Like you had one job,
just latch the thing on the tiger cage. And the year before that, honest to God, was a zebra running down the highway.
Good Lord. What's going on in Atlanta?
This is Atlanta.
You live by the zoo.
And these weren't zoo animals. I think they were just driving through. And something wild happened. Yeah, so
the circus caravan took a wrong turn.
So the tiger isn't there anymore. In Atlanta it is. In Atlanta it might be. You never know.
Well, in that case, you want nagness. You're screaming for nagness.
Yeah, you're screaming and running.
Or like a tiger striped pit bull. One or the other. It's just something wild running around in Atlanta.
That's right.
That's called brindle. Carlos, Brindle,
I know,
Pitbull.
But it's still tigerly,
It's still tiger stripes. So Denise, your website, why don't you tell us about your website and specifically the 5-day challenge? I went and I was looking through that about how you have there's 5 things accountability. I like this one that says peeing in the punch bowl.
Yeah.
Nice.
Investing, fear, and then under fear you had 3 things, and then be the exception. So can you give us a little brief overview of your 5-day challenge?
Yeah, so I did that 5-day challenge a long time ago, and it was just something that when I did it, I wrote it down because it really helped me to create the start. It's a starting point is what it is.
What's the website again? I'm sorry.
It's wealthylifecoaching.com.
And wealthy is WELLTHY.
Got it.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So I kind of combined.
Nice play on that.
Yeah. I kind
wealthy and healthy.
Yes, that's exactly what I did. So,
nice.
That 5-day challenge is really cool. And it's about getting yourself to be you, but you want to be the exception. And if you do that 5-day challenge, you embrace every single step and really dig into yourself. And it takes a while. Like everybody's like, 5 days, this is easy. I can do this. It's really not easy. And some people, when I put that out there, I had quite a bit of activity. I presented it as to whoever wanted to do it. I put it in Trapped and got a lot of, oh my gosh, I'm stuck on this step. Like, what does this mean? And, some of those, like owning it, like own your, that step.
And when you say trapped, you're talking about Trapped in the Op.
Yeah.
The Facebook group by Elijah Desmond. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That's right. And the reason I put it on there is a lot of people, and it's a lot of dental people. And I feel like we are all kind of in the same boat, kind of same struggles in a lot of cases. And so I thought it would be helpful to put that out there and let people enjoy that and just reach out to me if they needed some help dissecting it all. But it's helpful if you can get through all 5 steps, and it's kind of a starting point to say, wow, this is happening to me, or I'm not so good at this point, or I'm not so good at this step, or wow, how do I own that? I did X, Y, or Z. How am I going to own that? That does not feel good at all. So it's really, and it's, burning all your regrets is what you're doing at the end of this. So you're digging up the dirt, you're, going into your past, you're burning all your regrets, and then you're kind of, and then what is he doing?
I'm sorry. No, I was taking screenshots of your website so we can put them in our posting. I am so sorry. Yeah.
Well, she's laughing, so I'm okay, let's go.
I'm like, what is he doing?
Because we're idiots and we laugh at each other's dumb stuff.
Okay.
And
I've listened to y'all before.
And I don't know. That's why I think why we get along.
I've been going around work today telling everybody to go floss themselves.
Okay.
So we're good.
Nice.
Let me ask you.
We didn't coin that, but we love that.
We didn't coin that? I think we did.
No.
Well,
people said that.
We're the one that made it popular, though.
Yeah,
I guess.
As a life coach, do you think that's an appropriate thing to say, or do you think people get the joke behind it? You know what I mean? That we're not serious.
Absolutely. Hey, you know what? If you got to have humor in life. If you can't laugh and have fun, I mean, there's times, yes, you need to be serious, but on the side, as a sidekick, you have got to enjoy yourself.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
100%. I am actually super sarcastic and kind of funny.
Right up our alley.
Pretty much so. So I was like, okay, this is cool. I can do this.
Believe it or not, people sometimes they tell us, oh, yeah, I was a little intimidated coming on here with you guys. I'm like
by
what?
Us? Like,
Well, I think just being maybe in the public eye, if you're not used to doing video podcasts or hearing yourself or whatever the case may be, I've had a ton of practice. And so I could see where it'd be a little nerve-wracking.
I'm going to be on TV on Friday, so.
Oh,
good luck with that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm being a jerk, but I'm just really excited. I just thought you should.
You should be.
I thought you should know.
You should be excited. You absolutely should be.
So silly.
So Denise, tell us your website one more time, and then we're gonna get into the speed round. Are you familiar with the speed round that we do with our guests?
Whatever happens and whatever comes out of my mouth is pretty much what you're gonna get.
We expect no less.
That's true.
We
but
expect
I've done something.
No less.
I've given yours a little twist.
Okay.
So let's tell us your website again, and then we'll get into the speed round.
Sure. It's www.wealthylifecoaching.com, and that's WELLTHY.
Nice.
I like that. I'm looking at it.
Nice.
Beautiful website, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very nice. So what I've done, since you're a life coach, I've done a little play on those words, and we're going to play celebrity, dead or alive.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you the celebrity, and you tell me dead or alive.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
I think you're going to do great.
I hope it's junk TV, because that's what I watch.
It's a little bit of everything here,
Yeah.
I think. Okay. I feel like. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Number 1, Michael Clark Duncan. Do you know who that is?
No.
He was the big guy on Green Mile.
Alive. See?
No, he's dead. It was so sad.
I know.
See, I don't watch sad stuff. I watch junk.
And he was on it with Will Ferrell.
This is
Talladega Nights, right?
What's that?
like ask me
That
if
was
Kim
him.
Kardashian's alive. Okay.
Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights?
Yeah.
Michael Clark Duncan?
That was him, yeah.
The big guy?
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, man, I miss that guy. Okay, number 2. So her name is Toy Trang, but she played Trini the Yellow Ranger on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the original.
She's alive.
She did, too.
What in the world?
She did, too. I know,
Okay.
It's sad. Car accident.
Oh, my God. This is...
Doris Day just died.
Doris Day, Best Actress in
Yeah.
1959.
She just died.
Oh, she did? I've got her down as alive.
No, I literally
just-
think it was like this week.
Oh, well, damn it. Why did I put that one in there?
So, see, I saw that one on the news.
too soon?
Touche. Oh.
All right, fine. Kirk Douglas. He's Michael's dad.
Oh, I think he just passed away recently, too.
Are you serious?
If not, he had some serious health issues going on.
I got him down as alive. I better check my sources and see what year it was put out. Carlos, are you fact-checking me?
Yes.
Good.
Did check Doris Day, because I'm pretty sure that was this week.
Kirk Douglas is still alive, according to the Wikipedia.
Okay.
Well,
He was born in 1960, so he's got to be 100. He's 103, though.
Holy crap.
102. December 9th he'll be
What
103.
about Doris Day? Did she just pass away?
I don't know.
I like having a fact checker.
Yeah.
He gets paid by the hour.
I should have done this before. May 13th, 2019.
Oh
There
my
you go.
gosh.
Yeah.
You get bonus points for that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was
All
a week
right,
ago.
so-
When did you write these,
The next-
Sandy?
What's that?
When did you write these?
Today, I just might have looked at an old website. Harold Ramis. He played Egon on Ghostbusters.
He's alive.
He did.
Oh, come on. They're all dead then. You're on a pattern here.
Whatever. No, Kirk Douglas is alive. Oh, here's one. Dick Van Dyke.
I know who he is. God, they're so old. I think he died.
He had to have.
Carlos? I have him down as alive.
Oh, gosh.
2018.
And this is why we're not an educational show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, what is that show with all the trivia on it?
Oh, yeah. None of that. None of that here.
We'd be
He's
broke.
93.
Yeah.
93. Yeah, these guys are old.
He's still running.
So Dick Van Dyke is still running
Yeah.
around.
Okay.
How about Sidney Poitier? Poitier.
Poitier.
I'd
You know who he is?
I've heard of him.
He's an actor, African American actor.
I'm going to say I haven't heard about him dying,
won an Oscar.
but I'm going to say
Yes.
he's alive.
Ding, ding, ding! You got it.
Yay.
Yes.
Unless he died recently.
No, he's still running around.
Lisa Robinson Kelly from That 70s Show. She's the daughter, the blonde girl.
She's alive.
No, she did.
No, she died too.
That's so specific. I would bet dead on that one also.
Yeah.
Stop it,
I'm
Carlos.
just saying.
Brittany Murphy.
What'd she play?
She was in 8 Mile with Eminem. She played, what else was she in? She played a babysitter for some little girl. I don't know. It was Brittany Murphy.
Okay, she's
What else?
dead. Dead.
She did.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Last one, number 10. Heather O'Rourke. She played the little girl in Poltergeist.
Ooh, I think she's alive.
No, she did.
What? Where? I'm gonna go look all these up now and see how they died.
I know. I should have written it all down, but I know that Trini the Yellow Ranger, it was a car accident.
Okay.
I knew about
Let's
Brittany
see.
Murphy.
Harold Egon from the Ghostbusters. I believe his was somebody was viral pneumonia. I remember reading that. Brittany Murphy, she was an OD.
Yeah.
The Poltergeist chick died from maybe she was viral pneumonia. And then Lisa Robinson Kelly, she had an addiction, alcohol and drugs
I was
and
gonna
stuff.
say. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
The
was
younger
the
ones,
saddest
definitely.
episode of TMI in OIF history. You know,
I felt like it was okay.
I'll be honest with you. I thought it would be a good idea. It sounded a lot funnier in the planning stages.
I thought it was funny.
Well, yeah.
It was funny. It was funny because I failed about
No.
eight
The
times
thing
that
is,
day.
you know,
It was funny because I had it all wrong.
you know that's funny that we got
I know.
that we got
That's
some
what I'm
wrong.
laughing at.
How did we not find that before? Anyway, but thank you for putting up with us. And but
Yeah.
if somebody do you have a separate page on Facebook and social media and all that kind of stuff?
I am on Instagram and I'm on Facebook, but I have chosen to kind of coordinate my personal Facebook page and my business page together as one. And I did that for a couple different reasons because I believe in being real and exposing pretty much whatever my real life is. And so I don't want to have just strictly a business page and separate, just business things. I want people to see the real me. My family, my
Right.
kids, my activities, my, crazy moments, my vulnerable moments, all of that stuff.
Ups and downs.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good way of looking at it. Separate, not separate the two. Keep them together. Keep it one entity. Interesting. And that's
so you can
under your same name, right?
Denise Rizk. Yep.
And it's Rizk.
Correct.
D nice. No.
Yes.
D-E-N-I-S-E. What's that?
The nephew. Denise, the nephew.
I got two quick questions. Have you seen Avengers Endgame yet?
No.
And or John Wick 3?
No.
Okay. All right. So
she watches that junky TV.
Yeah.
Carlos.
Like the Bachelor and stuff.
Like the Bachelor.
Yes.
Okay.
Boom.
I'm gonna step down.
Boom.
You guys have at it.
Oh, Luke's got to go. But anyway.
Oh yeah.
I got guy friends. I'm like, dude, I gotta go, man. The Bachelor's coming on. I'm like, dude, what? What are you doing?
Yeah, it's so fun.
I don't have the time.
That crazy.
I don't have the time for another addiction or another distraction. I need to. I have a hard enough time focusing as it is. And
I hear you, Carlos.
I've talked to a couple other life coaches. Just friends of mine or people that I've met. Through friends or whatever. And I like how. I don't want to say this. It's how you see yourself, and they help you change how you see yourself. Am I accurate at all, or?
Yeah, I think it's, once you figure out how you show up, because most of us, 80% of the time, we don't even know how we're showing up to the world. And it's really about taking other people telling you how you show up. And you have to be super open to that, because the ugly comes out. And when someone comes up and says, hey, this is how I had to ask one of my coaching sessions, I had to ask my best friend to spill it out, like just put it out there. How do I show up to you? Like brutally honest. It was so hard to listen and read what she put on there, even though she's my best friend, right? And I asked her to do it. So I had to be ready for it. And I was like, holy crap.
Did you see what she wrote coming, or?
Some of it, and some of it after I read it, I was like, yeah, definitely. That's definitely me. That is stuff I do. That is stuff I say. That is how I act. And a lot of it is not really you. It's not who you are. It's really something you picked up along the way. And a lot of it is just owning it, and saying, wow, that's not me. That's not what I want to show up like. That's not who I am. And that's not my purpose here. And so that's when you start to really dig in, and just put it all out on the table. And that's where you start. I'm
going to just add, what I've started doing is I've always been non-confrontational. Like if I was having a conversation with somebody with a real strong difference of opinion, to avoid conflict or whatever, I would sort of lean in that direction just to keep the peace, and afterwards I'd say to myself, like, why didn't I just tell them what I thought about this or whatever it was the topic was. I mean, it could be something as dumb as food choices or, hot sauce or whatever. And I'm like, there's no wrong answer. You are who you are, and you believe and you feel how you feel. So I've taken, if I know it's going to cause conflict, I'll just walk away, but I won't agree with somebody just to agree with them anymore.
Right.
Does that make sense?
And
I'm just going to be who I am, and you can be who you are, Yeah. And it kind of feels pretty good. Cause, because sometimes you got to, like,
were you always like that though, or something you just kind of matured into?
I think I just recently just kind of got tired of just congratulating people for like mediocre achievements.
Yeah. The trophy for everybody.
Just like I had somebody ask me recently when they got off stage. I'm like, well, what'd you think? And I what am I supposed to say? I thought that it was a horrible performance, but I'm not going to go, hey, great job.
Right.
That was great.
Right.
And I just felt, and I go, you were up there. You were, You were doing something.
Oh, you were on
what?
stage, buddy.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. But the first half was a little, but the second half was a little bit less, and But I knew that if I said what I thought, it was gonna upset him. So, but I wasn't gonna lie and sugarcoat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because no one ever lied to me. Everybody was like, "Listen, man, you're too slow. Run faster.
Right.
Hey, you know what I mean? You need to jump out. Whatever it was."
Yeah.
No one's.
If you want to grow,
that's it.
You
got to be uncomfortable.
You got to be open to the hardcore. You have to, because nobody wants fake. Nobody wants fake.
No.
And most of the time, you know yourself.
Right.
Your instincts kick in, and you're like, "Oh my God, that was horrible." And you got to practice, or you have to repeat, or you got to get yourself a mentor and figure it out. Of course, you're going to ask somebody just to, like you said, sugarcoat yourself so you can go to sleep tonight and feel okay.
What do you think, Sandy? What do you think? Are you like that? Because I know we're like that with each other. We're pretty honest. Not pretty. We're honest. We're like, hey.
Yeah, absolutely. I was not like that growing up. Like, I grew up in a pretty dysfunctional family, and I was the middle child, and I have all the things that go along with that. But I did a lot of counseling, and I grew, and now, like, Denise, you can vouch for me. Like, I am exactly who I am in the group. Like, I'll post, funny videos of me dancing around because I don't care, like, what other people have to say. If it makes me happy, I'm going to do it because I really like who I've become, especially since high school I had like 4 friends and I got made fun of and I had pimples and I was just poor. I was poor. So people would make fun of me for that. My dad was on the radio, so they would make fun of me for that. Like, people found anything and everything to make fun of you for, and people still do it today as adults. But I've gotten to a point where I'm very comfortable with myself, and I'm going to do whatever the heck that makes me feel good. And it makes other people happy. That is my goal. I make other people happy as much as I can without regard to the haters. Hate is going to hate.
Yes, that's right. And energy is palpable, guys. People, if your energy and your vibe is good and it's in a good place and it's high, people gravitate towards you. Because your energy, you can feel energy without touching someone or something,
Chi.
Yeah, it's definitely contagious.
Like Ed Sheeran said, people are destined to radiate or drain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seriously, you know what I mean? So, like, you either radiate energy,
energy
or you
vampires.
you just drain it. Thank you, Ed, the poet.
There's some that give it and some that take it.
The all-knowing Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Well, Denise, we really appreciate you being on the show. This has been a little segment we like to call TMI, 20-minute interview. It might turn into 30. You never know. But I'm really happy that you got to come on here with us and share with your gift of life coaching. So thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Loved it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
All right.
Good night.
Thanks. Good
All
night.
right. Denise, good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
That was Denise with wealthylifecoaching.com.
Yes. Denise Rizk with a Z
and it's spelled,
and a K somewhere. Yeah.
WELLTHY. Wealthy. Like well and healthy. Healthy.
Wealthy. Yes. Well,
life coaching.
No.
Yeah, she's super cool though. She seemed real nice. So it was nice to.
Yeah, and organized and stuff. And I'm like, okay, maybe I could use some of that. I'm thinking maybe we should do the 5-day challenge and like talk about it.
You want to do it, and we'll talk about it next week.
Let's try it, and we can call her if we have trouble.
Okay.
She said we could. Yeah. Then we can talk about it next time. What a crazy ride it'll be.
I got a show Saturday night in Columbus, Georgia. You ever been there?
Oh, yeah? Where's that?
Well, Columbus.
In Georgia? No, I've been to Savannah, and that's it in Georgia.
Columbus is south and west. Closer to Alabama or Alabama if you're French. So it's a one-nighter. I want to say one show, might be two. I don't know. But I'm headlining, and it's gonna be a long drive home. There's a lot of deer because there's no lights, and that just makes me real nervous, dude.
Yeah. Be careful.
So
yeah, you might bring home the bacon. Know what I'm saying?
Literally.
At least where I'm from, you pick that stuff up and take it home and put it in the freezer. That's how it is.
What do you got going on this weekend? Anything good?
No, I take it day by day. What is this weekend?
Oh, it's Memorial Day, isn't it?
Oh, I have some.
I think it's this Monday coming up.
Yeah, it's the 31st, ain't it? Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Calm down, you're right.
It's not a right or wrong.
It's Monday.
I just want to make sure I'm not.
Stay home.
Insane,
no, Saturday evening.
Not anymore.
No, you're not. Well, I mean, not about that. So. No, I have it's a paint night. You know those where you drink all night and you paint stuff like you're a pro? Like Van Gogh.
That's right.
Van Gogh, get me some more wine.
Box.
That's what I'm going to do.
They got me another box of
right.
Boone's Farm.
Van Gogh, get me a... Right. Yes. Oh, gosh. You know you can make slushies with that because the alcohol content is so low. It's actually pretty good, but it won't get you drunk unless you drink like 4 bottles or something. I don't know. Not that I know. I've heard.
Brain freeze you would have.
What's that?
Trying to get drunk off a Boone's Farm slushie.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But melon ball, stop it. Woo. All
right, well, let's wrap it up, man. That was fun. Ms. Denise, thank you for joining us. Sandy, thank you for being here.
Heck yes. A fellow LHRDHer. I meet the best people there.
It's your group, you know? All right.
Right. And the people that run it,
Adorbs.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing. The best people ever. They're totes adorbs. Emma G's. Anyway, so paint night, Memorial Day, and then back to work, work day to work day. That's how I roll.
I got a little thing in a little thing in Columbus. It's a couple hours away. It feels like it is another state because you're like across the river from Alabama, and but when you're done, just right when you start getting tired, boom, you're home. You know, it's a couple hours away.
Oh, that's the good so it's not too nice
far.
Time frame. Yeah. Hey, are you gonna go to RDH Under One Roof? Grapevine, Texas.
That's
I think
awesome,
I'm gonna go.
Man.
I'm all signed up. I got my hotel, my motel, my Holiday Inn.
I went
find
last
2,
year
3, 4
with
my friends.
Elijah and Desmond's group. You know that he just had the baby girl.
Yeah.
Carly.
Yeah, I saw that. That's awesome. Congrats.
You know, named after
Elijah.
Uncle Carlos. I don't know. That's what I'm telling people. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I'm telling people.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited for him. That's fantastic. Good for him. Wish me luck.
So it's
Friday. That I'll go on TV.
Yeah,
and
good
freeze
luck.
Up like a nerd. I know.
Just don't fall down, or sneeze and have
that's so gross.
Snot hanging out your nose. I was checking out at Walmart one time, long time ago, and this girl sneezed, and I'm serious, it was greenish, and it was almost down to her hip. Ugh. And I was like, I don't need any of those
Was
things
she like
now,
sick
so bye.
or just gross?
I'm assuming yes.
But I mean, if you're sick, wouldn't you walk around with a pocket full of tissues? I would.
I would guess so. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's maybe it snuck up on her. Sidetrack down disgusting lane real quick.
A little detour down
That's the
gross
way to
alley.
end it. Woo! Well, that's May 21st, episode 31.
All right, Sandy. Well, listen, this has been fun, and we'll do it again next week, maybe. That's right.
Have a good night. Yes. And this will pop out on Friday.
It's got to be up early or up late Thursday night because I got somewhere to be on Friday, and so I'm real excited, man.
That's right.
All right, man. Be good.
Right.
Say hi to John for me, please. Have a good weekend.
Oh, yes, I will.
And
you too. And as always.
That's right.
Go floss
Don't
yourself.
forget to do that, folks. Don't forget to do that.
Say it, Carlos.
Go floss yourself. You know? Good night.
Good night, everybody.